fewer people watched than watched when President Biden was inaugurated 4 years ago. Fewer people watched than when Donald Trump was inaugurated the first time 8 years ago. Now, part of this might be, shifting television audiences, but it's a significant drop off there. How do you think President Trump feels about that? You've been in the White House for some of these discussions about viewers and ratings and numbers.
I have a feeling he's going to push back and say the streaming numbers were there and it was the most watched inauguration in history.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to say something to cover up and protect his little feelings. Yeah, I have a feeling he'll probably do that too. But anyway, John Berman is so excited there, and I get it. He's on CNN. He's not supposed to really express a lot of opposition to Donald Trump, but this is exactly the sort of thing that would bother Trump. The fact that more people wanted to watch Sleepy Joe get inaugurated than watch him, and by quite a bit. And so look, there were 24.6 million television viewers for his second inauguration. That's a good bit. It's more than are watching our stream right now, but it is much less than you've come to expect historically. It is the smallest audience since Barack Obama's second inauguration all the way back in 2013. And apparently it was down from Joe Biden's 2021 inauguration, which reached nearly 34 million, and even his own at 30.6. So look, are there streaming numbers? Sure, I'm sure there's some, but he was down. That's 7 million from his own thing. That's 9 million from just 4 years ago. It hasn't changed that much. And what I think explains this is, he had votes. He had enough votes to win. A very narrow victory. He didn't even get half of the votes. It was a very narrow victory, not a mandate at all. There was nothing historic about it. It wasn't a landslide, but he got just enough votes to win. But a vote is not the same as another vote necessarily. You could have enthusiastic votes. You could have people who are super jazzed to vote for you, or you can have some of that, but more people who are just like, yeah, the last 4 years have been tough, and Joe Biden lost a step, and so I guess I'll try the other guy. But that doesn't mean they're excited about you. It doesn't mean they want to watch you get inaugurated. It doesn't mean that they're really rooting for you. They're just something needs to change. And so look, this story we're mostly covering Yaz because I hope that it hurts his feelings, because screw him to the ends of time and the bounds of our universe, but also because it might say something about people's connection to him. It may not be as strong as he would prefer people to think. But that's just my theorizing. What do you make of it?
No, I tend to agree with that. They said that the presidents usually get less viewers for their second inauguration, but we've never seen a president get re-inaugurated in this way with a different president in between the two terms. And just for that reason alone, this was kind of a historic inauguration. So theoretically, a lot of people would have wanted to see this. I didn't watch it. I never do. I never watch these things. But I would imagine that a lot of people would have, because it is a little confusing. We live in a democracy, as you said. I'm not trying to push any conspiracy theories here, but if he has all of this national support, where are his supporters? We know that Trump supporters specifically are way more emphatic about their support for their candidate than Democratic supporters tend to be for their candidates. But yeah, the numbers are not encouraging for Trump, which is encouraging for the rest of the country. Perhaps this will be the thing. I keep trying to look for a silver lining in all of this, because I have to believe that there is one somewhere. But maybe the second Trump presidency will be the thing that has people thinking, oh, you know what? I voted for you because I thought you were going to do this, and then you're not doing it. You're doing all these other things instead. We're already seeing that with the police union, just like one of the previous stories that we covered. So maybe that this can be like the start of something.
Yeah, maybe, we'll see. My hope is that his agenda, which I think is designed to destroy the working class, will fail. I think that people will see that. I think that they already don't have much expectation for him. And I think it's going to fall apart. And I think that that is rough, but I think that's the best case scenario. And I look forward to that happening hopefully soon. I just want to remind everyone very briefly, how we started his first term was a fight over inauguration crowd size. And remember, so his is on the left, Obama's is on the right, and Sean Spicer, his press secretary, said that he had the most in-person people that we've ever had. They looked at that photo, if we could bring this back up, and they started with the massive lie that said, I think the image on the left has more people on the right. That's how they started. And we've got similar sorts of lies about, what happened at January 6th this time around, but they started with lies the first time. They got thrown out of the White House. People hated it. They thought it was terrible. And I feel like we're moving in that same direction yet again. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?